Hi technical guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this episode you will get to know about GOL, direct online motor starting method. Very simple way. Alright, you can see here three-phase power supply circuit diagram. Here the control circuit diagram. Right, here the very simple way it is very clearly mentioned that MCB breaker, contactor, all-load relay, three-phase motor. Of course, this is a three-wire line supply, right? Just remaining for one ground line for the motor that is not mentioned. We have to give the definitely ground line for this motor, right? So you will see how it is starting. Of course, this using latching circuit method for the motor starting. You can see here, all right? Push button. Of course, we take as a normally closed, right? Then starting push button we take normally open as a momentary push button. Here auxiliary contact, right? So this one auxiliary contact, what is from here? From the main contactor coil, right? This is the main contactor coil auxiliary contact, right? This is the all load normally contact. This is the contactor coil, right? So we will start how to understand the latching circuit as well as DOL, how is it working, right? This is the DOL motor starting control circuit. Here this is the power circuit, right? You can see here power supply line, right? L1, L2, L3. After fuse, you see this goes to the main contactor coil, main contactor. You can see, right? What for fuse using? For the wire protection. It's the main fuse using for the wire protection for that one. Then afterwards it goes to the all-load relay, right? Then of course three-phase motor here, right? Then you can see L1, L2. Where is its power coming from? Either L1, either L2, right? Either L2. You can use L1, L2, whatever you want the phase. This phase L1 I am giving for this one, L2. Here you can give here. You can give the L3 as well. It doesn't matter, right? So this is the step down transformer, right? This is 120 power supply here. After a step down, then goes to the push button. Is the push button, you can see normally closed, right? Then momentary push button for the normally open. Then this is the KM1 13 and 14 auxiliary contact. Where it is coming from? This, of course, this is the KM1 main contactor. This main contactors. This one auxiliary contact 13 and 14, right? This is the all-load from here, all-load contactor from here. This 95 and 96 normally closed all-load contactor, right? This goes to neutral, right? How it is working? Very simple way. I'm explaining, right? You have to understand, right? Whenever you want to start the motor, what you are going to do? Then start the push button. Then when you start the push button, what will happen? This power goes like that. You can see you have to follow the arrow. This KM1 coil energized. Then this motor all-load contactor closed. Then goes to neutral. Then this power supply is connected, right? You can understand that, right? You got to know, right? This is the method it is working. Then what will happen? Latching circuit will activate. Latching circuit will activate, right? That what will happen when you put in the start button. This contactor coil energized, then 13 and 14, because this contactor has the auxiliary contact 13 and 14 energized. This, even though release the start button, this power path going like that, then goes to likewise for the contact, all the current path closed, right? Then it is remaining for the power for the coil. Then motor contactor energized. Then this you can see here the line 1, 2, 1, 3, 5 line closed, right? Even though this is start push button release, motor continuously working, right? That understand. Then if you want to stop the motor, then this is the right current path going like that. You can see here, right? This is the way. This arrow is not the right direction, other way around. So this is the way, right? This is going right. This is because 13 and 14 close, right? This is going like that. So when you stop the push button, what will happen? This current path detach, then motor coil detach, then motor stop. That's the very basic principle, right? So in this lesson, you understand latching circuit through 13 and 14 main contactor, and 13 and 14 get to latch for the contactor, right? Then only the motor start and working, right? It is very pretty clear, right? Very clear. Okay, then we'll see how it is going on principle, right? How to start the motor. Three-phase dual motor starting animation sequence, right? Power off, main isolation on. You can see very clear diagram. You can understand. Whoever doesn't understand, even though control circuit, you can understand so easy. It's a contactor closes, power flow L1, L2, L3. But this one is the same time happening. Power flow flow L1, L2, L3. But I am, for the explaining purpose, I am putting like this. But same time it is because three-phase line going like that, right? Motor start, motor running. It's the way, right? So this is the real principle of the layout of the motor circuit, direct online motor circuit, right? So another basic thing is for the motor overload, how to adjust that. Motor overload is so important. My next episode I will explain according to the FLC, full load current, how to adjust the motor overload relay, right? You can see here stop push button, red one, and reset button, right? You can understand this, right? This is a T1, T2 for the motor side, right? Motor side, it goes to the motor side. Then in case of motor overload, what will happen? It will trip. Then you can get to know about a small indication here. Then you can understand it is overload trip. That means 95 and 96 open circuit, right? Then you can do one thing. You can do the reset from here. You push the reset button, then overload contactor again attached, it start working. Then you can one more try, you can try the start push button, it's working or not. This is the practical scenario. So it's you can see the dial for the overload setting. My next episode I'll explain how to set up that, all those things, this overload relay, about practical situation, how to set up that. It's a very important thing for the DOL as well other motor control circuit, right? So this is the industrial actual circuit diagram. This is the actual pictorial view for the DOL line starting method. You can see here the main isolator, here the contactor, this is the overload relay. This is a real pictorial pictures for the industrial application. You can see step down transformer, control MCB, start stop push button, right? You can see a very small relay. I did not mention that. What for actual usage? This usage for the TLC communication, right? If it is motor running, then goes to the SCADA system for the it's motor running. It's motor off, that also going. You can see here small like block, right? That's the fuse, control fuse, right? As I mentioned earlier, right? So this is the real industrial situation for the direct online system for the industry. You can get to know about the control diagram here. Here you can see DOL starting control wiring diagram. You can see when you open the DOL motor starting circuit in the industry, right? So my very important thing when you are doing the control system or whatever things you are checking the motor connection, you have to make sure log out, tag out according to the company procedure. You have to thoroughly follow the log out, tag out, check the use by your multimeter and process meter, power come or not. That's the main golden rule. Then you will come to know my next episode. You will have to understand motor control circuit as well as overload relay, how to set up that. Thank you so much. I think you will be engaged with my YouTube channel for the practical knowledge, really electrician technician knowledge for the in this control diagram and electricians knowledge. Thank you very much.